Hello, friends. uh, I have quite a lot of messages of after the video live that I did in French yesterday, and for people saying that they feel the same thing. And I was thinking quite a lot about the kind of state of confusion and things that are changing, and like things are upside down and things are, and I'm observing that, and I realize that I have the choice or to feel overwhelmed by this, because it seems like things accelerated. So, or I cannot choose to be overwhelmed by that, because I observe the phenomenon, and when you take distance with that, you cannot be taken in the whirlpool of that. But you can, make a constatation that this exists, and that you are witnessing and experimenting that. What I noticed for me these last months, because so many things did happen, that it be physically in the body or outside of me, in the circumstances, with the construction, as you know, that is not finished yet, and all that, I was connecting things together, and I was like, okay, I do what I can. I went back, like I always do, but even more to the simple things that happen in the moment. And it was like a part of me was even more able to surrender because of the accumulation of circumstances. Because at a moment you face the thing that you cannot do more than what you can do. You cannot be more, present and active on what is presenting to you than what you can. After, it's not up to you. There is also things in the invisible that are in process, and we don't know about these things. So we have to have this in mind, to be able to don't interfere with our negative mental to this process that is at work in the invisible, meaning in what we are not conscious about it. But it's a field of consciousness that exists, but we are not conscious about it. We are not aware about it. We are not. It's not that we are not connected, because for me, being incarnated here, my soul decide to come, so automatically I'm connected to the universe. It's, for me, there are no people that are not spiritual or not spiritually connected. We are all connected, because we all came from this invisible realm. And often I am like fascinated. I watch around me, and or I feel in my body, or when I watch, for example, or I taste by the senses, I'm fascinated, because I wonder who is seeing, who is feeling, who is tasting, who is who. And it's like when I say that, and if I'm really with that, it's like it's not. It's like evident inside that it's limitless. And I was thinking a lot recently about people who have a propension to tag themselves, to be part of a group, to be the appartenance of any kind of group, or that it be religious or political or all this. And for me, this is no sense. It doesn't mean anything, because if you label yourself and you tag yourself with something, it brings you automatically limitation. And we are timeless and unlimited beings on the invisible spiritual level. So why do we put of these limitation of boxes, of tags, of appartenances? Oh, I am this, I am that. No, you are not this or that. You are just a, in a sense, divine being. That's it. And after, there are all these conditionment and all this, thing brought by society and by humans. Who brought all these books? Who wrote these books? It's humans. So sure, they can be connected to spirits, but they wrote this with their filters, with what was going on in their time, with what they knew, and we don't know everything. So it's all limited. So I had the feeling this last month that something, even if I am open to this consciousness, without limitation and all that, without knowing what it is exactly even, but I had the feeling that the accumulation of circumstances of these last months, in fact, make me surrender and make me able to enjoy even more the unknown, that is also for me the limitless dimension. And it's like inside an excitement about that. It's I have a life experience back of me now, being soon 70 years old. I experimented a lot of situations and things. I saw that I elevate myself mostly from the one that were difficult, that it be in my body, as physical difficult situation in the body or in relationships. And now I see that every time when I went through something that was not easy, not pleasant, it was like a catalyst to elevate my consciousness, to elevate my vision. And in fact, it's a paradox, because more I was able to open my consciousness often by the pain in the body, by outbreaks. And when you have these breaks, the love and the light can come in and it expands your heart. When you see things that break your heart, it expands your heart. There is more expression of love because you are hurt. So this gives you desire of goodness, gives you desire of love, and your heart by the break and by the hurting situation, make you becoming a better human being, paradoxically. And I wish that we are not obliged to act like that anymore. And I think this could come with the education we give to children. If we let know children who they are really as human beings, as divine essence, since very young, they know they are connected, still connected directly to the invisible. But instead of putting all these human social rules, religious rules, if we were going to something more simple about connection with nature and about simplicity, just simplicity. I think we go in too much complicated things, and this is to get a balance, to go back to something more simple, to be like fed up to the point that we want to throw up, and because it's too much, like whenever it's too much food, and it's the same. And this is just to go back to say, stop, I don't want this anymore. I just want to be quiet. I just want to be free of this and to enjoy and to be happy right there. So I noticed also that every time I had injuries in my body, so it was painful in the body, it was also making my memory working, how it was before the injury, did I enjoy to be in my body when it was good? Yes. Every day when I wake up, I'm like, testing my body, and it feels good. And I'm grateful for that. So yes, and I notice that more you do this, more when you have an injury and you go back to this memory and to this memory of gratitude, the healing is faster. It's an amazing process, because you have to go down in the flesh to experiment something difficult that bring you to the flesh, to work with your mind to another state. So it goes up. And after, when you connect the dot and you are healed and you see the self-healing process, and this make you able to go back down in your body, if I can say, and to feel even better the space inside and how it's good feeling inside, and to enjoy it, to really have pleasure of feeling inside of the body. And when it's like that, you are also even more able to appreciate what is outside. And it can be in very simple things. It can be even you cross someone in the street with a nice smile in eyes, or, a nice word, and this makes you feeling good and makes the other feeling good. And you create at the invisible level something good, something light, something with love, because it's just about love. So it's this. I wanted to share with you that the state of confusion that is these days, I see for a lot of people, I think it's a necessary state to surrender and access to something very pleasurable, to go to the essential, to go to simple things, to go back, just have pleasure. Today I dreamed, I was like, I want steamed potato and butter. And this was my luxury, And yesterday I thought that today was Thanksgiving. Yesterday I did not realize it was Thanksgiving, because I Thanksgive every single day. So yesterday I saw I need some water. So here I am, I take my car and I go down to get some water. And I am like in a dead zone. I say, wow, there are no cars on the parking. What is going on? And I say, okay, I'm going to go to the other supermarket. Maybe there is a problem there. Up to now, yesterday at 5 o'clock, I did not realize it was Thanksgiving. And I go to the other supermarket and it's the same. No one car on the parking. And suddenly I think, oh, maybe I'm mistaken. And it was that. I am so out of the grid, and even if I have a computer and a phone, I'm not watching the date and the time and all this. It's not my landmarks. And I forget. I have the luxury and the privilege to be able to forget what day we are, because I don't go to work every single day in an office or somewhere. And I'm thankful for that. Every single day I am full of gratitude, but it's the choices I made. So I'm also very full of gratitude for my higher self, who make me desire and do some choices that I felt were right for me. And it always revealed with time that it was right for me, because it always been in a kind of elevation and simplicity. Elevation in a way, and more in the body, more and more incarnated, living my incarnation in the simple pleasure of daily life. And I don't see what else. Frankly, I don't see what else. Just enjoying simple things, simple food, making your environment, with a nice ambience that correspond to you, maybe not to me, but to you, it's great. You feel good in that. And no matter, like I said last day, if you rent or if you own, You can own a house and there is no soul inside because it looks like all the other houses that you see in magazines. Or you bring your little touch and something magical is happening, and you feel good, and it's like an extension of yourself, you know. And it can be done with very simple thing. It doesn't have to be with very expensive thing. So this, I think, is what we are rediscovering, because we've been in excess and also limitation. It's very hard for some people also to get work, to get money, and I see even myself, I have less income than some years ago, but this doesn't make me live, I would say, in a worst way. Not at all. It's not a question, I realize, it's not a question of how much money I make my months. It's very difficult to say that, because some people are really struggling, and I've been through times of struggles, very, very big times of struggles. But I always had this positive vision of the future. I never saw it negative. I always did what I could do in the moment, eventually, to improve my condition. And it works. Even sometimes I was doing things and forgot about that. It's not that I was not believe that it will work. It was just that, okay, I sent the message to the universe, and now it's not in my power, physical human power. I have to let go. I have to let the divine to take control of that. I cannot force. I cannot push. It's not because I'm going to be adept or that my life will be better. I just have to be great and good with myself and feel good with myself. It's only like that things can flow, because I don't interrupt the flow of life. And it can be really by very, very simple thing. You know you have something to do. And, I was classifying papers and things I don't like to do. But every paper, every file that I worked on and closed, I was feeling fulfilled. And so these are simple things that we are facing. Some people have the chance to don't have to face these administrative things, and it's good for them. Me, I still have to do, and for me, it's the worst nightmare. It's to be in my papers, my tax and all my count and things. I don't like that. I'm an artist. It's something that is pleasant to me. But when I do the effort to go on it, to be on it, and to do it, I feel that I get back energy to do everything I like to do. So it's that, it's a choice, and it's a balance to find. And we are all different, but we are facing almost all the same kind of situations. So we have to make a little effort sometimes to make things, to show that it's a question of energy. If you know you have something to do, you don't do it, it always pulls you back. It never lets you free to go investigate or create something that you want to do. And you don't even start the thing you want to do, because you know that this thing is not resolved and it's pulling you, and you don't have the desire to go and create on something that you would love to create. So be free of the tasks that are not really pleasant. And like this, you get a flow, you are not blocking anymore. You get the flow to be able to be creative again. Voila, so it's almost night. I don't know why. It's always the same thing. I feel to speak kind of afternoon. It's like that. And now it's winter, so it's not even 5 p.m. and it's almost night. So I wish you a very good weekend. I'm going to be in LA, Malibu, the Valley this weekend around, so I will be there. Eventually, if some of you would love to see a special shawl or something, we can eventually have a meeting somewhere. I will be in Thousand Oaks, and I will be in Malibu, and yeah, LA area. So let me know eventually, and I could eventually even bring something if you want to see something special, and maybe see you. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching.